say nkrata no ay krado abronoma ejom hima kajasom nkrata be ne kuta
ene ewabo dodo na ho nkomo osofo owusu bempa kofari boy e de masafo aye friend say Glorious Word Power Ministries International nyankopon ayadom o mo amani bail sika ye de 20 so e 200,000 Ghana cedis and papa no e
what say krata na choice say tell Dampare to forgive me
no
were meanings bebre. Papa no me who say be a 7 see no and maybe our nunu definitely we need probably nunu. But utie account of what happened Monday night for police hospital now.
Yeah.
Papa no to me wants to say now there my Dampare boni bi ana bibia koso baby a minimum ana. And yet, the Sabia Yakumi no Hoina, yet ye didn't come on and enough fee. Me to say, oh, coming home, Sambi, oh, can Sambi, oh, ye near maybe. No, my catch they be a Boamana Ali Baba say, Ali, catch the Yakuses, my anybody be on fine chame. Yeah, because to mean Tiasia and Sama Wokano. Yeah, on say, IGP Nema orders. Now be all yare a doctor for the Yaman infusion. Na police for no first wo mutu.
Yaman infusion.
No mo de ne cost sales. Na police for me nu pe afi na be enuma sensia be ka ho. Na ye the handcuff. Ato ne nsa wo police hospital bed so. Oza as obi a wo ye armed robber. Yabo ni tuo.
Asa wo be yira.
Armed robber yabo ni tuo. And a criminal be a ya penwa na be a ya shoot no na or that hospital near this. That treatment no ma so for usu bempa busa no say adai edi I had to say anano asem bi
binti ana and a police ni so dia as kwan e beba wo be yesa no na che say wanya tip of na wo bia ka kire no order nipa we ma munya no wokọ sebi wokọ jo so kwa mu ni na
munim na mu ja no amona mo behu na ma
eti na be ma na yesa
and na be nipa kese so no betimi amasa order no
yes.
On the metro, it's acquired to say, let's use him as a scapegoat for others to know. Say, I am the IGP, and my new regime, nobody can mess up.
Yeah.
And now I'm reading a caption from Omanhene Yaw Gifty. He had an encounter with the police, and I'm catching and said, "You should know better and you should do the right thing." Ochoyano see she's on his way to DBLA to renew his license. Send on a license no banana dream maso. Mirika and other day. So what he said was the IGP, the new couple in town is not joking. So if you think you are a celebrity or whatever, they got. That was her words.
A
wake up call for Nipanum Bio movie say, my government is in power, and I say, Mina, me waiting no Bomidina, me free Biama. Also, you on man. Or you boni be crying now, I know a free police penny be na order from above. Or see the era of order from above, Tienia see any Uchenia Suyena. The IGP is sending a message to some people that the acting IGP said, order from above, no a chat. Dimraso, so for moi.
That's all your man, Papa Dimraso.
I'm not a baby.
Yes.
I thought you were
Papa.
Some of them, if you want to the air course when you know, Yanama, IGP, and our fans. Name boom, also been pack or shame, come be say. Then come share not to say about me and to me, your man penny. And our fame so. Omanhene John Omanhene John Mama Beka say all that be die, you do or die no. Also be pass do or die nyanwa. Omo first omo ball. Who do park so we to gas football you do or die. Into movie say what some no kan no. As the as we ya tilt towards John Mama be say dinner. E be almost say IGP and channel bibi kakawati wa. And it's a video visi enya IGP na.
Ti ne kom se no ho
video say o say enya IGP na say ɔde mmerɛ yɛ adwuma bi na ɔno yɛama ne ɔda sɛ
ɔnkyerɛ ne biribi kakra wɔ akyi
ɔnkyerɛ wo nso bɛmpa biribi kakra wɔ akyiwa antira
ofiri hɔ nom a wɔbɛhyɛ sɛ nkɔm okay daily guide korɔ no a yɛwura kwabena ntufoɔ sɛsei sɛ wohwɛ sɛdeɛ yɛwura Yaw Boakye gyan ɛkasa no deɛ a na kyerɛ sɛ papa no walezi ne butu ampa sɛ ɔmampanyin dada John Dramani Mahama wɔne no ɛbɛba na wɔn aba abɛprɛ akonnwa no wɔn bɛkura fankaa mu ɛde ama NDC ɛyɛzu ɛyɛza amanyɔkuo ɛna workshop nso deɛ yɛ a wodi ho nkɔmɔ yɛ a ɛwɔ nyinahini bauxite no nneɛma nyinaa gu n'akwan mu sɛ afei deɛ yɛso yɛbɛtumi arefine bauxite wɔ ha na ɔman no yɛde apagya yɛ sikasɛm ɛne ne nkɔ soɔ.
All right, Yaw yɛnkɔ
akonta the daily graphic de bokrata network so na daily graphic HSF Fisheries Ministry no
that is the back page please mention if it's middle center spread everything
the daily graphic ko back page ya otu enkra se Fisheries Ministry no ma me how akumsin omo dia ba betu ga so say 4 communities bi our central regional wo mo no e ko omo fa su ko tilapia na bre me yawe ne nye kwan papa so
okay
nti premise wo no omo de ko no omo suspended no more the actual maso.
Ali will go for Ramadi. We are your best transfer.
Yeah. Or see Mori, British commander.
Mori.
Your friend said Mori.
Mori. Say Mori.
Mori. Okay.
Mori. But what kind of Mori?
Look at Mori.
Okay. You and Adagu.
Daily graphic.
Abanzi. Sa communities no na Ghana Water Company Limited in Penny for konta no mo ye repairs bi and I'm so why you dey won kran ha pa
no crack
on for bun so free adwum no kofie no
and no crowd you say charge bi no
what's the financial loss to the
company you pay
with that one get as we yi
assemble that
Ghana Water Company Limited in Penny for chese repair works no e cost so wager treatment plant ne so no woma awie intendra almost say free chine kode nso no be flow ta say this kwakwache or say the
I stand in the shoes of Osajefo of Forge say okay okay I'm here to open the pipe pipe open water flow people drink
no o just ma Miss Cecilia brother pa enra kroko ho ekohwe adwuma ma ye no se bibia atoyi na Okwa University of Ghana Lagona where front page daily graphic dobokrata no Dr. Abdella Ali Nachia wo senior lecturer yes School of Law, my friend say School of Law, and law school. Okay, School of Law. Now, I say bill be the Parliament. Your friend no a tax exemption bill 2019. Now, by you say, Rasmi your phone 10 to be passes amrano. Ye pass a beboy and pa, and me a tax GGNS and your mano, Akoko ye manen kwa sebia, ye de. Etwone kwako guni pakitu ebiso ni akoyiri wo mukomu abu na samra no eyemra bi ehie nto osre sa ban pushi na parliament so mpasse ntem na ebebo apa we delegate dia
expect
oh yes we tax expert wa ben tax law se den
wa ben
mu pa hwasem obe na yes Ghana discusses Guinea in ECOWAS discusses Guinea na
Accra
ntene
around this time crowd say
Enra menim say Liberia President George Oponwia Ghana say the Ghana presidential jet no kofa ne ba say Ghana ye ne hostu ade ntie ne bebo mo hoka
say form ba sa
enti ya say Bampani Akufo Addo afa dropping every dropping ne kwasisa
okuje to the bill be ba
every lift
lift every lift
o ma dropping so
enti ne wafa every disca we lift
okuje to the bill be ba
be ba
we Uber every Uber okay
no ma enye wakono se enkrofo man so basabasa akoso na wo mamu adwo na wo mamu ne yehwe ne aka yetia yem
ba betina yekuru ma ba
ye de bi tare ho se CBC what is about obese utri nshim
dan kabari krata we kutai
am Ghana ni no on krata
Ghana ni Ghanaian Times.
The Statesman.
Statesman.
The Statesman.
Okay.
The Statesman. Somehow okay, yaw the free graphic me buy no. Name wa church baby a akwan wodo e be block. E won kan hanom a. Ubi menye wadwe se ye twompiata bi nti ye se mfa na akofa. Politifo na church baby e be fa. Mba bia yen fefa nti yen hwe no so. MPP amanyakuo ne nkrabata wo mkasama amanyakuo no asante mantem. E no mo so mo anya fast. Ankobo tape bi anti a nka kanema pani John Dramani Mahama. E de anwea guam gare mu kumase.
Ade.
Wote papa no to no a wo koni nyina no. Fancy a woni wa Ashanti region wa hyeda na ntro bi no wotwitwa no woda dansam se de be ya ne popularity na ekofo no be sore na wanye nim e wa Ashanti region.
Okay.
Ni se ba be kan dodo no anye nokore. Na emu baako a mo de example aye adwira ayi doctor ya transfer.
Doctor.
Wote papa transfer di man we. Ne bla na aso watena fa ko mfie nwotwe. Na wo se wo.
Mostly cry 7 years.
Oh, mfie nwotwe ni o papa so asan afiri. Ali transfer ko dia man no so nyanya bote no ye papa ye wia obeko Africa ni mampani be fa ho no mu a wo se yan okọ ye adwira committee nanim o premier assembly hall no okra no okọ ye no ene nam so ama ban no say health ministry no buafu no mo so mo transfer no say be
somebody mame me wo ofa ya Jan wa homa no so okay ofa ya bo tin Jan me mo achi o
Major Zuminia
na mpom to say
ho ye pa
enkrata mu ene ne yetete nyina di adanse se yese wo se yewra kwabnado nko yi ni ti dia kwabnado fo yi ni ti a obeta na chipa no abepre adwa atu franka ma NDC amanyokuo pacho woni na di nkomo
Minia me dasi bebre ma menchia watifo ne
ahwefo nyina
ne ahwefo nso me bechia obibia na ene etia ne ze nkrofo no modwuma na em se BBC no ba enka ye fafu ne ye free nipa no a ya ye twro no ho asem ne se ne ya ti ni na binu ya no kre bi homo ana meboa
no a
em se bibi etisa no ensi me am no ka sei no kwase ni bibi ato bani me papa o de me ba wi ase aka baby
yakọ
eniti yo ai nyame aduma ye 23 24 October ni BBC no na aye yi no nti mini nkra akra me wo sunyai be na wo fimi no ni a aja me ye ayi no mututuye me babedru ye na menya ho popo ye se krata bibi pie eye ochina anopa eye nro anopa na se bi o me nam se ada wo su ye ni wen nti oredufo ya ye kana se bi so ye me yonkopa frimra na oye Governor Bank of Ghana babedru eye mra obeye finance minister sukra de zana yi nyina ye wa ban mu nti ni ye free aye ni pa nine me Dr. Kwabraji ya wenye ni baby kura ye national chairman. Dr. Dufoi ena Katimbuta ononzo mze na nifonyi eka krata na nro
ebi. Daily Post.
Daily Post.
That's right.
Ena omo ye nipa na ya ye ya yonkofo fa. Tu ya mekura na nipa eyini munu miso wom. Omo maka nyina no wo manim. Inti ayese sebi akura abia meda omumu nti ye bas pasman ye ya me ana bia ya koye we bra ne ho krono ba nti waye me yonko a me koni fie ne ko transe ye ne manyina di nkomo a me so timo ba me fie ma ye ya yonko fo pa na emri bi atwam na ye susu sadi we hu se ono so bo modeno na ono de si oyi businessman ye ya na eno ana na ogusu ya ndu ya 2020 no ye ne se ye nya no mane ye franka tufo bi de akiri me kan running meter nka ebeboa eno so se mo nyina moti em se ze jofo ya na maso da fo muti ye won ya chense entimi ansi poda ye jai wanse na me ka se ye party wo mo a na meboa obua party no papa ya wo bisa Ashanti region fo a o metime di ho adanse se wo boa ya nini akuma ya omane afram plains yem the south to say
member of parliament no nini akuma yi tese emwo bia ya so obo bia ma ho seat ni itimi retain ye bia no oye ho kra no to aba
good ho no to aba enaja edidi mu a nti enkomodie mu de enini di nkomo a ono ne na dwene sisu a ne se ye momode a se ye branches ye police station no ye betimi astracking no na yɛtumi de aba constituency na yɛde aba regional na yɛde aba national na yɛnya strong executive a na yɛkeka nyinaa no ɛbɛtumi akɔyi aman.
Okay.
Nti yɛwɔ no na kyerɛ sɛ yɛdeɛ yɛdwen ho a yɛ bine ne hyia a yɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ a na memegyae kɔɔ nti meba bɛduruyɛ no mengu no mpo ɛna krataa yi ɛba bɛtɔ odwa na ɔkɔsɛ mene na abɔ me ayi na mesɛ na nkɔmmɔ wei mefiri akɔ yie na ebia makyi
ɛna nkɔmmɔ twitwi
ɔne abadwafoɔ bi akɔhyia na yɛabɔ biribi saa na ɛliki na ɛkɔ ana ɛfrɛ no bisa wo sɛ yaw ɛnte saa wokɔ yie koraa sɛ tam bia me ne wodi nkɔmmɔ na yɛnhyiahyia wɔ biaa na woawonim nneɛma bi ba sɛ yɛ a yɛasɛi na ɛteɛ a yɛka ho nsɛm a ɛfiri sɛ sɛ mewadwe bi koraa sɛ mɛkɔ test a flag bearership contest ɛnyɛ nduru hɔ party yɛyɛ ndc yɛnhyehyɛeɛ ne sɛ yɛsate branch yɛfiri hɔ a yɛde aba constituency yɛde aba regional yɛde aba national and branch yi koraa no yɛnya nyɛ ho adeɛ koraa yɛsi yɛnkɔ branch reorganization yɛnkɔɔe sisi yɛ former flag bearer anaasɛ yɛ former leader, let me put it that way, anaa yɛ former president ɔnam a wɔyɛ thank you to ɛno so ginger party no
grassroots no
nti sɛ wie ne nyinaa wie na afei yɛyɛ branch reorganization no a na afei yɛhwɛ ne nneɛma ɛkɔ na sɛ akonnwa deɛ ba bɛtɔ na sɛ yɛampere akonnwa no a ɛno koraa na ɛmu nyɛ du obi bɛka sɛ nkurɔfoɔ koraa so wɔ mu nni obi a wotie Ghanafoɔ so a na ɛda wɔ na ndc deɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ mahama ahwan ɛno nti sɛ bɛduru hɔ na medwen ho na mehwɛ na agya mɛtumi a ɛnyinaa yɛbɛfa ho adwene yɛhu nyam na wɔyi deɛ asɛm yɛ agya sɛbisɛ bɛbiasa wɔ mo
asɛ ɔmo pere ɔmo ho ntɛm dodo anaa
ɛna yɛde ka hɔ afi deɛ adeɛ kye yɛ adeɛ aba yɛdi ho abobo a na neɛ ɛhyɛ mabufo a na mede ɛyɛ saa adeɛ no nyinaa ne sɛ me nua yɛntena wiase ɛnyɛ biribi ɛte saa ɛna yi krataa no ne nipa a wɔtwerɛ no nso menim baabi a wɔfiri
ɛyɛ dokosi
wɔtwerɛtwerɛ yes a wɔtwerɛ saa nneɛma na nka momfrɛ yɛn mpo na mommisa yɛn because sɛ bɛyɛ wo sɛ bi president
woka sɛ wonim baabi a wofiri a wɔfa yɛ aboa aten wokyerɛ sɛ
mekyerɛ sɛ menka baabi a wofiri ɔno a wonim baabi a wofiri menka baabi a wofiri but ɔno a wonim baabi a wofiri ɛna mommisa no adwene ɛta akyire nti a wɔde twerɛ saa adeɛ no a yɛmu binom wɔamfrɛ yɛ amisae adwene ɛta akyire because sɛ obi anyɛ no adeɛ kwa adeɛ a ɔmoyɛ yɛ meyɛ very sure sɛ biribi na ɛta akyire ɛnti na ɔmode yɛ saa adeɛ no woyɛ w'adwene sɛ woyɛ biribi sɛ ɛdi asi bi obi kwan anaa biribi ɛte saa na woti anyɛ yi a na pagya na wopagya nipa no mmɔ sɛsi yɛ yi sɛbi mpra bi asase yɛn nyinaa yɛ wɔ adwene sɛ obi a yɛkɔ hyia wɔ kokoam na nka yɛn nyinaa yɛayɛ abɔpɔ te sɛ nea mmerɛ bi yɛyɛɛyɛ a professor Mercy wuyɛ na mpanyinfoɔ bi hyɛ yɛn kete sɛ mummie mu na obi amɛ contest bi a yɛka sɛ dabi abɔ tatua mmerɛ ne so a yɛka sɛ yɛyɛ saa adeɛ na ɛnyɛ yie nti kwan biara so no yɛbɛma nipa baako pɛ na akɔ a yɛyɛ ma John Dramani Mahama akɔɔyɛ no sɛ saa na ebi a yɛyɛ adwene koraa na wobɛhu sɛ wei a wayɛ yi wabɔ obi din wɔkyerɛ obi nso bɛka sɛ ɛnea me nso memfa me din brɛ bɛme deɛ me na ɛno nko adeɛ kora nka ɛha me ɛma party ne sika nipa no a ɛbɛkɔ nipa no so akɔbɔ ntoa no ɛbɛma ɔmo agyinta ɛyɛ grassroot no ɛnyɛ dɛn a ɔmo kɔ a yɛbɛma obi ka sika na yɛde bɛma no no ebi a wɔtua ne ka sika no wie a kakra bɛka ma no de atɔ nkyene baako so kɔ a bi bɛka ma no de atɔ asikyire ebi so ka bi bɛka ma no de atɔ asemina ɛnkakra no agye sɛ ɔmo so ɔmo ho ɛhehe a ɔmo kakra ɛne ti ɛpa ne sɛ yɛ a na ka biribi a nsɛ yi mu na wobɛyɛ ne te sɛ ne a asɛ gyama ɛyɛ bɔne bi ɛna obi bɛyɛ te sɛ ne a
obɛtwitwa obi nanti anaa obɛtwitwa obi kwan
ɛne deɛ memagye ato mu sɛ nnipa no yɛdi nka wɔyɛ me yɔnko paeɛ a kyerɛ sɛ wayɛ sɛ me nua na sɛ bi obia so ne wɔ a wɔpa adeɛ akɔkɔtɔkɔ a yɛbɛyɛ naborɔ ɛne ti sɛ me nua no no anaa me yɔnko no no na sɛ ɔse ɔno asɔ ne ho ahwɛ no a obɛtumi asi saa kan no no wɔba a masa mɛsɔpɔto no ɛfiri sɛ this is not the first time a sɛbi obi ɛyɛ popular wɔ party no mu a obi so ati ne ho asi wɔ sɛ ɔbɛsɔpɔto no ɔbɛ contest no nipa no contest no nso yɛnya nipa bi no ma no sɔpɔto no na na kura du na Professor Mouse yɛ president yɛ a wode yɛmfiri opposition aba mu wɔkaa so wɔsae akɔ congress no suan na na kuro do contest no wonya nipa bi ne ma mo support no di na chi e yo mo campaign na yi ti anya bone sai nipa ni nyina ne omo ne na mo a mo so agi omo di wo party no na de me a me kan wo ne yete party no na fe obi so safata me support na na bone be na mai
onya
eni na me na ubi za na tie na me ye kika ne de nkenya nduru okra because ye fact be said no enya samri na esi ye kan enya nduru o say esi ye ka enya nya branch yenko constituency yenko regional yenko national
me wa fa ya abotin jan wo fe
yes
jina so ma me meet wa bi keke mi wo dokosi wa ahoma no so dokosi mi mo ache Michael
enia
na what to say
nyame adom boko so
me ne yera ya abotin jan di nkomo na ni anye se what the krata daily post front page abebo se comrade for contest na do ono of abotin so otanachi na wa mo na mane oni na ni nkomo abra woni ni number adentra
masa mi da se mi chai tie fun so em se muye mo juma as radio station misu mi juma as a newspaper.
That's
and
right.
I write my stories based on what I know, based on the evidences I have, or based on the information I've received and my informants. Sorry, I'm here. And I'm say, what Jan in some okay na mystery. I did a story. Meet me a story says I say Jogate to contest Baumia. Say nyeboni. Say me trust a friend is saying Kwabnadu for intends to contest Mahama. Nyeboni. And I mean can't say why nyeboni. So first of all, they should stop talking as if in the story did not profile any opinion. Say, Kwabnadu wants to contest Mahama na bad. Debbie, it is a contest. Mahama was contested in 2020. There was nothing wrong with it. Sana, friends, internal democracy. So the mere fact that because say who only me interview, you want to contest Mahama na Baumia does not mean it is ill motive. But also to say it was a straight story. And no part in the story.
Information no gathered not just say you were about to throw the weight on a chiana.
Yes, that is what I wrote. And I mean, can say a body. Martin interview and a friend is saying, "Come not do funny age, etc." But I have not said anywhere in the story say he's too old to contest. I have not even said say what is done say okoye. A friend is saying, "Bro, or say onye anti Mahama." There is no part in the story where it is said say oye anti Mahama, because indeed. In the contest, in an internal contest, all the people in the party cannot support one person. The fact that Obi and supporting Mahama and supporting Joshua Alabi last Congress does not mean he is anti-Alabi. So ultimately, and I hear this thing about it, Mahama boy, you cannot paint me with one brush. I've heard all the things he has said.
Because in some you see maybe our free bar, you've been very close to the first lady. And into Nakoya to say, as a would be with an ill motive.
What is the ill motive about a story said Dufo want to contest? If Dufo want to contest, is it a crime?
It's not a crime.
It is not a crime. So why is it ill motive? Why is it ill motive? If Spio decides to contest, that means Spio is going to contest based on evidence. So in the story, Dufo wrote an article in the. I had my own sources already. Now, Dufo wrote an article. In the article, he said that he was coming back into politics. Then he said he was coming back into leadership role. Ultimately, then Gabi goes on Facebook and says Dufo is going to contest DM. And in all this, Dufo did not deny. So if I say Dufo is going to contest, Masa, what in the way? I don't get it. What in the way?
Okay, hold it there. You're right about it, Jai.
Yes, Miniam.
Emza wati abrantie dokosi. Osi adwenboni bi anta akire.
Aboni no wonya. O can do for contest you be. Fine. No do for na contest na wati na wo kan. Fine. Na you about them to lead, Miss what in infa. You think say about it they be lead, I don't want from me say ofa. Maakye say do for contest. Na you see who na lead. I don't want from me.
Okay, dokosi on the line. You're about to jam busao.
What stops you from?
What's the DNT? We need the number. I didn't know what we said. The Maakye.
Journalist, yeah,
First of all, oh, Asamoka said, man, contact. Yes, man, contact. It's not in every case that I'll contact him. And Okasa, and I've seen the story. Okasa said, I've written a vile story about him, so Obeye Kwabna before campaign manager. A vile. Say a vile. Obey contest there. Obey the campaign manager. So is this still vile? There's nothing
no.
What is about?
Let's take it one by one.
He cannot paint me with any brother.
He is not painting you, but also to me.
He's painting me with one brother. What does it mean to be a Mahama boy? It is so Katem said, "Oh, it's a radio suka say a Mahama boy." Now say Misumika say, "Oh, you do for boy." But you know what he?
Now we work as well do for boy. Waka. Dokosi me bow me nyabotre.
Stand in the middle. Mr. Boni no he.
Dokosi tie me. Dokosi hold on. On say kasa nipa mieri na mugina homa no so. E na bogusa question am say Dokosi wi ya no say wo so wo busa question man nkasa. What's the bonny hour, you know, or no could never be so ye Mahama boy. It is also castle where you do for boy. Also, I am from Swana. You're about in Jan, Ewa Homan, so many yano. You're about in Jan with you.
Bizana say, hey, fan, I'm a castle where Mahama boy.
Okay,
no Casas is here, Miss Mini baby, you free. Man, castle Mahama boy.
Omoni dino crap.
Man, castle Mahama boy. You see. Well, no, yes, on one will be in the Mwaka. But you see, by Obama Mary. Me,
Doko Siman Casaway.
And Yadia Sabisa Brediasa, who be or Yami Yonko da Bada. And name a babaton on a Milama. And I make a chair, Upia, and also no Sanameka and say, I say, we are what you. So be Sam Croanoa and Kabema what Jane say, as a leading member of the party. I catch also, and so your class, you be his animal with
okay.
And Kayama Modia, for more human because Utianya, never been met to say no. It must say from Utianya, you know, be conformed to see us all, Quaco Yajuma. You who say, wait, now find a way
to do for way, Mahama, way, it will frame me beside me. As a former national organizer of the party, I would have advised you. Say no. Application when I say who could information to grab. Well, maybe and bring it through. You have every right to bring it out. Now we need know the best is here. One way, Obama will be called for Maakye Jumano, not Aquacosi. Any, I don't know, mechanics, I know, Namakas or Mahama boy. Mr. Winning by the free. Now we have been found near 20 years. Okay, and you're about to die. What about Tiana can you pay, sir? Unia Jibia actually.
That publication winning idea about what party no.
Okay, Abrantian Swaka said, Unia Jibia actually. He's a journalist and he's had information and all the other bunting. And Tiajin Bonibian actually, I don't know, him say, Ajin Bonibian actually.
Ajin Bonibian actually fine, Mejitum. Now, me a person, humanity, I say. Party and some of the group have been a woman. Let's so move the green. I want to a dream and men Kakra and Sana or information.
Now the trouble. Very well. Dokosi, do you take this advice? Offer Bacho, me my brand so Gaza. Dokosi. What you offer?
Journalism, we have. You can write stories based on your facts. It can even be speculative. Am I right? Me what me saw story no. My trust said do for to contest Mahama. But has Mahama told me he's even contested? Is it a part of the speculation? No, Biba. So why would Mahama, for example, take offense? So ultimately, so me trust say a friend is saying Mahama to run with Professor Nana. Are you getting me? It may be based on information I have. There's no ill motive.
Okay.
But also, ultimately, where is the ill motive? Mitchell story, no. There was not any opinion in the story. There's no part of the story I make us say, Wafa Yaw or ye anti Mahama. ultimately, honestly, on baby, I said, I made a comment because who frame me no bo Lord Mahama,
that was I, not.
That is why I gave that response. Me say mature story. Make mature story. For example, China say she'll go back to contest Mahama. It is a story. What is if Yogaba is going to contest Mahama?
Okay.
Anyaboni.
Okay. You're about to Jan. Madaroma, you have see how no.
Mame, mama can last. Obeti futu.
And yeti.
Obeti futu na ebebwane.
Kasa.
Nyembeza me mane omoti ase ne say. Omumwa ye my reorganization of the branches. Ebesi regional. Efa constituency besi regional ba national no. Ene mo munya djuma sane yakasa bera wasa.
Nigiri say ensem no nyina na omode atodwa no ye fancy adokosi Daily Post on the choka chan saso na ya boti jan ene ye tro no ho asem ensem na no
o ma fa ye brand nti na podi asem bi ato ha se ECG for ena omo che yi Revenue Protection Task Force ena omo frɛ Energy Minister nti Dr. Matthew Poku prempe ko ho no ka kire omo se omo ko gigi to no a ye nkrofo bu omo hu se krofo bara no omo dwane ise kwa ye ntato omo bi ise ye de computer si ho na ye tweetwa nti no omo make sure se omo benya cyber security se de be ya omo so abembe computer omo wiwia sika no ye timi asi omo anokwan
no na se obi ye cyber bullying
cyber
bullying
cyber bullying
osim no na omo bully ayi
Osubempa they were doing
cyber bullying
between Osubempa and Agrada they were doing cyber bullying
and I said
okay ya de mu ko dwaso na wana so ya sene no ya de atu omonim nya ko abro no ma besom na multi credit ne wana ka so ya sene no ya de atomanim sesia ebo no ngotwa pa me to do me en sapepepe na me ne Dr. Ami Bonsu Amen Scientific omode mfidi ahodo omode machine bia ba se friend MRA masa ukokromoti e friend say omore say yare wo mu a ebe hu diagnose asa ama waduro obekati won asem nyakofam ko dwaso bra
adesmama yenyina dwaso fi say ahade ye ka ade papa nko aboho.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Na say any nyina ne se meti ase a mo yi wo mo a aka no afri hono mo obi hono ma na obusa ebesi ne omo nkoye no esusanso be ene da sa project yi so any bosia aban na bo any hunsi huni sikasem wada roma
yo meda me chiamo any chief na
ejoso
really como ko no nsanso bibre se afui se ni nyame ene di e ho afofia match no itimi move nkofo no ebia the phone bia pivia kan kora no sa de mo sa toso eme ya fe fofo sa so na how bi so ho until ele in sutra na kajitia ne adum ba bia yi winter man for the Maakye is we had the Dunga will be done. Last year, we can say fees, the new system now, we know, any adequate. The people thought I was doing politics. Mr. Kase, Kadikia, not at the it's a more year Kadikia and say, nay, Shane Eginabi. Glory Terminal.
Okay.
Boa Jackasin. And I am Yasa Glory Terminal. And yet, Yaga. Binti, and now, as I know, by year 2015, a year of a kind of a singer, now, Maakye, don't say a Boakye. So if you cook a duty of our class, a bit imagine at a particular time, a year or having watching. In Tiafa, say a free 2015 will be seen there. A commercial week, we are Macau 900 in 2015, a bar system on the 9. I know now, run about the lorry. I'm a boom car leading the Pacific. Oh, I will never do so. From Fanochi anymore. The ambulance, the ambulance, the ambulance at the traffic. No, we never been so. We know how the Mexican face now to continue to be with us. But no one thing, if German Casama, you really make the canoe a buying. Another, any 2 for them, the board was called a barrier DC Jana. There was a mirror, was a year, a mirror Chemua. We have to go and negotiate. No corner, which one of the amount, which one of the woman from now. And America is better for negotiating, which may be a Bosunia, Akubo, and I be affiliate. Not project no delay. He says, na dear me, Mama, Modi, the judgment. 500 containers at the Kayaba. I'm always a good race course. Every 1 month, 1.5 months, many media for the show for more than a month.
No crap.
And I have 300 containers. I buy one the from. I already know if you have a blue pot. Yeah, you know more about it in Temo and Dimorek very well. Dimorek knows we were more a castle for the Sanyama. And in that, media is radiated here. They made the difference in the cell. Where they do. I offer to mention Ku. Umia Okem. Where me Chanaman. To be saying you will see me. Not the Kuruna and Maninka. To the soul, there be a young say a training here. Any son will be born at the place that the papa.
No correct.
Since he is so may come chow and tell them that you could do before. Meaning, said there be a more and yet perfect said one shadow. Nelson is so or Montiasi no more command. No, you see, Jenny, no more have my back, and it's not again, no more than Papa. We will feel honor. One more crown or do if that's all. Jackasin. Now, Omanhene Yaw, no avoca. Or a Shivia, a dinner, among your favorite my. Give it my auntie a better. Near Dodo, near ye, the beer while you are not Mungu, again, Yaman Kwana, and would do wrong. No, with that idea, would you see the Jackson, feel to a pedal. Then because of wrong wiring near the other. If you have it's in the interest of the traders, Nakasakura said, or more at the home. Now it's a new project. They feel you no Sabbath, the dinner baby papa. Atana. No one to no Muja forever. Now said, the how we teach Moses here, the back. Now, let's walk at the phone to go na paso. No, Queen, I'm or Mujo. This is the first time the forum the court here because the moment I asked then the fita the senior person the almost the more matter or my children or Mugondo Emma Asantima
okay
Emma Ghana and the Omanhene they are there I was the rest of your boom Abaso.
All right.
If you know a good Cosia Piano, Namia Duma, or Moon to Combine, now contractor not being that assassin.
No, Honorable Ebio, Ben, our Chini Namose, you may be a sister, Pragiane, Abubu Yano, Kwayo Mofaso. So far, what's the progress report?
And also, Akui. Ebi amu na mko e kwan no amon se data on di mran so kakra so ye wo ebi mo ma so en ye nra pra me anka family report to ba ko ma scotty for we me tambo regional police commander man ye se omon chino no mo fa no kokko blue hot traffic light no asore ye nyina ejina na onu kwa no abeto.
What minister no wajina no sound?
Yes. So I have to quickly move. Now so on reverse it. Don't put in a bedroom. I
shan't show boy.
Number no M20EF 7932.
I can't your numbers of Feniagro.
And no crowd Kemuno, Maakye, no attack overlook.
On
red light, no attack overlook.
What cross the red light as half overload?
Yes.
Quite a canton feet I could to we. And as we then, yes.
No more the autumn in the court. She's something on the court.
Honorable Mr. Chiwajina Sibako so Tafutu Mamponten stretch no. As a boy and Pragia for no day, Omonte so dogo be chabeu. Enti commander or Mamponten no Kaube na Sutria. And Fisa we started Jume dear way no a hot dear, a Bimokrati station Wakano.
If I remember regional police commander man here, no MTTG for Naka. That I also. Mia, I'm back the day and the share no back. The could I have to direct vehicle. Prakia no for we share vehicles, let's have go. Or what to me critique one name, it was infinite. It's a two. That problem is it means that economy and MTTG Maboma, but if it's still there, then they failed in that aspect. And the regional police commander, Mabona man, you say the honor, you say problem with the door. The meaning said, one more appear in that area. One to cheap like Yabby. And they are almost a tea and almost
Yes.
Because 200 plus almost 300
because Anopeya, there's been report coming to us. It says still Anopeya, that's what they are doing. Or more just ask or to be a case. Okay. Honorable Simon Simon, Medas Anope, so in your brain, by the government with respect to the border closure because almost share. Nipa Koba, VIP buses, STC buses, Chemu Koba, Kofofi, all other regions, Bahonomo, and yet, yes, you are Moka Kreya, no, a Jedi Kakrombe, no, Yamonti. Obviously, life is a hell for them now. Abiding me, Bananado, Echo Torn, and that's something to say. Until experts tell him, say, it is safe, unto me to Sanamono. Some things, the president and his government is being insensitive to the borderline and as a borders no one more. Mami ti ono ba kwenas. Anope me ne era jifa gomashi twetwenkomo on the issue. Now no they say the government is being insensitive because he can put measures just as Kotoka International Airport and work it out. Mami ti.
Yeah, me that say Akwaba. Minimuna, Russia, but welcome to Accra.
That's right.
I'm there. Say, Obi anywa opede ohun de ni memfu anana mantifu wa den another bibi, but I believe there, like Honorable Jifa Gomashi said, no, I think we can put measures in place. Okay, those who go in and out are screened or checked. We have them instant test kits. I mean, you tell them, those who are going to trade in, you tell them that you pay a little money for that test to be done before you enter. If you are exiting to the same thing. So at the end of the day, say to me, then it will give the borderline some life. Because seriously speaking, maybe you've not taken your time there, you realize that obi or maybe a flower ni farm. Look, I remember my family yesterday called Puli Waterfall. We went to Puli Waterfall. Not with baby a car park and one year they Puli. We saw some others working with us. But go straight to offending the waterfalls. We saw some people taking the left. So I asked the tour guide there. Well, also they are going to Togo. So that means people are going in and out. But officially, in the one kind of way open. Look, let me tell you, go to Spinters Road. There's a place in Kofofaka, what do you call Lagos. Go there. Every day buses leave. They are going to Lagos. Where do they pass? They go. But you see, we don't need to be ostriches. Let's open the border and rather make sure people who go in and out are checked. But if we allow people to use the unauthorized route to go and come, that is the dangerous part. Because yes, because that way you don't monitor anybody. Even they don't go even through customs, they don't go through immigration or anything. But they go and come every day. Master, they go and come. Master, they go. The cars that load to Lagos, they are still loading. Go to Tama Station, go to Spinters here, 18 Junction, go there, opposite KFC, go there. Cars are moving every day to Lagos. Where do they pass? I don't think they fly. They drive on our roads, go through Togo, enter through Benin, and enter Nigeria. They go. But you see, they have their own routes that they use. And our authorities can't tell us that they don't know. People are going master, people look, the traders, they go to Togo, buy things and come every day. They go and come. We should open the borders, then rather control it. Because if you are not opening the borders, but you know, as I say, in there, say ekoba. Obi mu woko bade bia inde ameni wukese ana pebo kwhwe na bus crew to oroko Nigeria oboko enyimbribon there another bus we fi Nigeria waba woko bade bia eko elubu people woko ba, but oye de with menye hu there ayet there ya ati yenti say officially ye boy a eno obake there them master yemboy na yentum ye control Oma woba. But since you are not into immigration officer there, I am coming. So at least share some more COVID and I mean new COVID another BB. But if you look around us, even our bordering towns, we have more COVID cases than them. Into one point order also here, there we entering there, they should be scared of. Last one the presidential advisor on health in Siansari when you can say most more can also there we don't have a problem, we can open it, but it should be a bilateral arrangement. Because say you can still not go. Say you Cote d'Ivoire say we can't go into Benin putting and border.
Emma Rich Rage Keep Fit Club. Rage Keep Fit Club Kumasi. Chairman no na enye Keep Fit Club ketwa kra ewo eye kane baby anakotokofo ye omu training no na ene na woda enti Akwasibe way from Bishop Nomne former chairman in Nananketia and Obini Blackman Company Boris B. Just say atite ni nyina so ma otrinkwa na yenkase yema wodapa Akwasibedu of Akwasibedu Enterprise and your birthday. Happy birthday to you. That is just about that. And then one or two quick ones. Mami Lula Seneya and your birthday. Woba any Andy or Kessben Media Accra. Lula Seneya. Oh mami. Andy Mamini and Nay and the birthday. Happy birthday to the sweet mom. So beautiful. Today is your birthday. Andy at Kessben Media. He says happy birthday to you, mama. And no the to come up. Okay, Frida Kredu of Antoa Chrome. Today is your birthday. Dorothy Jewa. Today is your birthday. And then Abigail Bilson. Also so and wo awoda na chese ni nyina eda honomo. Kelvin Deladem Kofi Adom. You are 5 years today. Brightest and best international school BBN. You KG1. BBN Jena Aisha Ademu eno mami also ma otrinkwa. Ena Janelle Opokwajima also when Fiesia or Sima Eagles Academy KG2. Your mother is Vera Free and nurse at Kumasi South Hospital Emergency Unit. And our father is Samuel Opokwajima. Wishing you all the best, Janelle Opokwajima and Kelvin Deladem Kofi. Archery Sheriff, Dokota, or Kasa, Esha Pomodin Sem Emma aiming scientific. What's Nasi? Then pom to say. Bibi awo koche. Okay, name means so much
Omanhene Amen scientific about an alternative medical hospital. Nyanko Pandaroma. Bibia e koso.
I say, by a patch be patch there.
Togo, Burkina, Côte d'Ivoire.
I say, inti say ye botum ya dama fine, but ye to me and yes then we should just like go through the normal way. Na ama ye tum ye din kofa at defend our immigration people will create the port health at every entrance. We have port health there already. Every entrance into this country, you your port health. So port health strengthen hon na more hon inyama obutum whether instant testing for COVID na de inti
only on my penny you say experts experts
definitely the experts are not telling him what he should do. That is because the experts know that when you master that is what I'm talking about. If you go to the airport, we travel all the time.
Yeah,
we go, we come, or go through the formalities. As I say, and it will shock you. There's a issue. The number of people I walk with Kotoka daily. Next year, the number of people I open walk cross is minimum. The people who
tenfold.
No, you don't understand me. For now, yes, because but it is best starter at least in Kakankan get to know there. They are opening the borders. But if you open it, you don't go in boom. Just open it. Look for pure traders. And now you start with homo families. Or they walk. And now the farms or they commute even by foot, some on bicycles. I mean, if you stop these people, I mean that is how they eat. Either that or we find some way of he
raised Madame Jifagoma, she raised honorable raised concerns during COVID. Accra, Kumasi went on lockdown. They were incentives, they fed them. The other are almost so you're lucky almost down. In a way, who said they've been locked down for 1.5 years. Government is not coming to them. Then I don't know, little political. Is it because those areas tend to be not the stronghold of the government in Ghana?
No, to the most Moroccan, I have not even viewed it that way. But okay, it can will be my dream there. Definitely, they should find a way of supporting Omar.
Natives
they depend on the border. They walk cross walk digwa what's a which you it's bambi or maybe where you Ghana side aflow maybe aflow punyam wait ba wodi but oyoma lome one wait ba wodi inti what it ba na what the cross in Wokoton we are one to about because they know they are there. I mean like mutumi jinana minimuni kasa on the other side. So now I can't go in there. I say, but me did there. We don't need to be hypocrite. Me nyede ye nyim doro kodo. Nkrofo koba. I say, but owian hu no ko. Ehu, onu no ye dangerous no. I say, onu no ye dangerous no because okoba ncheni hu. But at the end of the day, say you too, you create and you strengthen airport health. There anybody who will cross no, we checking or ba we checking. Ama one for yerbani and there we feel on here one famba. Another say your compa more for yerbani in faho in co. Sometimes you say if you work with that, sometimes the exiting country no on fan papa because I today to quite. Aqua America now Obakacho there if America you can't carry more than $10,000.
That's right.
From America to Ghana. But if you are going, they don't care how much money you take because they know you are coming to blow them all. So usually, so it's the same way. You understand me? But in this era, no, it's the opposite.
Okay.
They care about who is coming and what you are carrying.
It's more important.
It's more important than there if you are exiting. But we have to be our brother's keeper. Nti over there yehu dem pokoro kon yerbe ni bi nyin hu odebunu so ode kaka sai because edekwa obi so bokaka for ho odaba.
All right. Honorable Thomas Aquinas Kwansa. Maminko Honorable Habib. Me junior brother is building seminary kon. It's there every Ghanaian benefited from the COVID relief. I don't know what you are trying to talk about.
Oh, I have justified. The free electricity was nationwide.
Master.
During that period, did you pay water bill? Did you pay electricity? So every Ghanaian justified.
I am coming.
But let's do it like that. I will give you that.
Abra, you call lockdown. I was paying for electricity. I was paying for water. It wasn't for free. It was at some threshold that you get it for free.
Yes. But you benefited.
No, I'm coming.
You benefited.
And
no, you benefited from the free water and electricity.
I benefited. You see, you don't.
Did you benefit or not?
You don't mom with your left hand and take it from with your right hand. Master, apart from when we came out from
elections.
No, what's the percentage of increase of electricity bills? They've recovered whatever they lost. Sometimes we have to be truthful. What we are talking about, it's not about cooking. It's banana 1 year man coffee won't cry and only greater Kumasi. In the border towns no. Yenyimden Kofu lost their jobs. What you must say because of COVID. That is why if you go to some part of the US and things, the states made sure there Obia and you say at least every week come and take $200. It's a movement. Businesses that went down, they were giving them stimulus packages. As I say, we started it in Ghana here, but it was politicized. In a way, if you don't belong, no, I'm telling you, minimum confer, they applied for that.
MBSSI. Now it's called GIA. It's Ghana Enterprise. Authority.
You see, I know people who did that, and the controllers, coordinators, most of the time if you don't go through, if you are in a constituency, if you don't go through the MPP, yes, you are not.
Wait there. Respectfully, way of the process was almost a membership card by on your form. Or you need to show that you are MPP before you apply.
Boss, no, man,
I'll give you the opportunity.
But so person on polluting the minds of your listeners and your viewers. The process was never politicized in any way.
Okay, mommy.
Yeah, we are in this country. Yeah. You do politics. Maybe I started politics before you entered into politics. Politics that
is still arguable because who knew when I started, and I don't also know when you started.
That is on a lighter. Let's move on.
No, maybe me, I'm a pensioner. As I say, you are. At least I went to parliament. I didn't meet you.
Yes.
I was in parliament for 8 years. I left. Then you were still not there.
Okay.
Yes. So let's take it.
What about if I was struggling to get there?
Yeah. No. That is where the process. I was struggling to get there. But Jamaica there. If we have a whole regional chairman, your own regional chairman,
which region?
Northeast or whatever, Northeast regional chairman on radio saying there, police if you are not an MPP member, don't dare pass through because they are the ones who are sure there you are going. Yes, you see, if you have a political party with that mindset, they will sit down for an NDC business that is gone down. They know you in the constituencies. Everybody know everybody. It's here for the woman Kessben. Now shop, and then there me a pure water. Now me business I go down. Now what's there? Yenya fill forms. Now yenya bibi kakra. You know the people who were coordinating the thing is the MCE. The MCE is a political appointee. MCE no on every businessman, whether you are MPP
but you also agree that a lot of NDC faithfuls also receive that thing. Listen. They also have stimulus packages.
Listen. You
so not necessarily say.
Can you name them?
Oh, we did a lot on radio.
No, master. You see, listen. You see, if I'm talking about make there be a NDC. Look, you can drive in a eco circle here. There are so many stores. NDC womb, MPP womb. They don't do politics.
So, well known.
If you are not known and you are just a sympathizer sitting in your corner, nobody knows you. But Obia wonimu bad t-shirt ikejina platform do ikike eyeza. Forget it, master.
Welcome back. It's exactly 9 o'clock. We'll wrap up by 9:30. Now you change komo. Now we also look at Omanhene Yaw at the 350,000 laptops a day. Ama a teacher for ebi mo say a pad, ebi mo say a laptop. But the bottom line is, government has distributed 350,000. It's giving it to Ghana Education, the Ministry of Education, to be distributed to teachers. Bibi aboko. Okay. Let me say a special birthday to Miss Efia Bempoma, a lady minister and music director at Gracefields Chapel, Boakye branch. Na also a Juma or GCB Swami branch. Na we every Caris family choir. The Caris family choir of Gracefields Chapel, Boakye. Momo say one more energy pa. We your bapa music director or ba say lady minister. Sounds so ena nana chenebo akodua when you fie aduonum golden jubilee. You are a Kentedila at KJTR. This is coming from Abronoma. Oh, I know this man. I didn't know he sells Kente. Until I can't tell fee. Okay, that's what I could hear. You might think when you fear you know when you're honorable. One person was to say, meaning, sir, more about Jim Kaka. It's then I was a busao. Person want to say, what to say, if you jack bring off.
It didn't get Michelle. I said, I'm kind of Michelle, watch papa. studio has fair. Very beautiful studio. With them bomb basso. Kessben bomb basso. And the your recess kakra. Now as usual, me cried just last week and I'm feet in Persia buy.
Okay.
So him say my catch that me manage me chrome crass and kind.
Come over now no dear no what the hujuma. What the hujuma? Sa ukwa wako hu dia na me kan. Sukuru dia me pedi ago.
Me chrome the manager hopa. You know me if you want the bar just last week.
Okay.
Me take the opportunity cause towns, almost all the towns no kofa ho.
Mo kwan no so dey see ade dem.
E de nyam yase.
It's red dem sa.
Wa can dey just.
Oh, see ade. Yo ya kwan so ya ade. Nim contract akroba ya ade.
Na Kansa Boedu.
Kansa Boedu na ya kwan.
There are two contractors. Baako started from Ahenkro 2.
Oh.
Bo ma and Kansa defeat Bo ma.
You ko ye chichire 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Na break ko break no.
Terrible.
Now ya baby sa ade ko biona this time.
Yes.
Yeah, fire salams. Have you just break kwan?
Dey nyam timi here no.
We did another iron.
Aye. Nana. Before the elections, no. Yeah. To see the hodie.
Momo hodie say kwan we power.
But there's one other road that afena Iguso. You know, some honey with 2 major town roads.
Okay.
They fear him Kruko Chetwere. They will know. Then your baako if he akom kontakese. Akom. Yes, honona. Afena contractor no abaso.
Waba.
Ti was started your gates no.
Oh, okay.
The pace near slow kaka, but more confidence give and take by middle of next year there.
Okay.
Or ye fi akoma ko fan kontakese painting pampeti apatase.
Okay.
Let us say me we
What do you make of issues quick one on Usubempa arrest bill nearly?
Well, first of all, let me be very, very clear about this issue. Usubempa or your software over the years we are associated with the MPP. I mean, I'm sure say MPP NBS who Johnny free Usubempa because of the Wenya issue. No, he's been very open in his support for us. Most of the prophecies goes in our direction. Thankfully, the 2016 election, a lot of prophets, a prophesy and Anado can never be president. Usubempa stood his grounds. Said the Nyamia catch renuni. Intenya I fear when your problem. And I said, be MPP near Babachon who are free. He is a member, a strong advocate of the party, was supporting party over the years. See, that's the first point.
Okay.
But Emra, Ghana, a democracy nature say, even the president is not above the law. I think so we should just allow the law to take its course. The only problem I'm in is Yamani bill in the first instance because my little knowledge about law, no, you sure said no, it is a bailable offense. And no pen worry, but I'm sure said police, the lawyers, no, and the judge, no, when in the entity will take that decision.
Okay.
Fortunately, on Monday, no. And I tweet Inra. The lawyers went back to court.
And Nimakon
and one MP back. It was a team of lawyers, MPP lawyers. Echo argue this time round. Judge,
they saw the need.
Say, as for the CEO hospital, I think say as time goes on Usubempa, he will come out to speak to that issue. But
Sami Jamfi national communication officer. But also Usubempa this time one can be a Mamuntina Mochina.
Maybe you do a Ghana. We are very serious. You Assembly discuss it. This is match.
No, but I'm asking a question. Understand me. Because issue nearby, no, Obisusu a perception. What do you think? Because the perception no dear
the American say, baby, I'm what is it? Kessben.
This is Kessben, and I'm asking a question because this is the platform I'm asking that question.
Make sure say.
If you don't want to answer, let me move.
And this me answer. But my person make sure say had a Kessben.
And so we talking about
Kessben. Serious issues.
It's also a serious issue.
Said the national communication officer.
Sami Jamfi
of an opposition party.
Said
Dr. Baumian
David, you see what I went to me.
David, but I know what he said.
Now, why are you dilly-dallying on the issue?
And I'm say totally unnecessary
For him to have said that.
For me, even to debate it.
Period.
But about Obi and Mami who go see any Mami Wale, what has he got to do with say Yagoche Usubemba? And the whole national communication officer of a party is holding press conferences and making statements.
He said he prophesied that Bawumia can be president, and that too, John Mahama do or die, is not a problem. So,
anything Yagoche no? Really? Coming from a national officer of a party? You're serious.
Okay.
What's evidence? So we can be to say about me and really.
Mr. Thompson.
Let's move on.
Now what to say?
Omanhene Yaw.
Bibi Aboko.
And I'm the mother chair.
You don't bad see.
My headset in your juma.
Headset. Oh, Mr. Amado. Is it working now? Can you hear me now? Are you okay?
No, it's not.
Come on. It should be working. It should be working. It's activated.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
No, it's not.
Okay. Okay. No problem. The technical team will work it out for me because it's activated. So check it once more for me and let me be sure. Say, yeah, Juma. It should be. Okay.
Headset no crowd here.
Hey, Obo Kasa headset. Is it okay?
No, it's not. It's bad.
Okay.
For the wrong reasons.
For wrong reasons.
And as well know him.
Why would you say wrong reasons?
Only say madam for know him.
When Asepa is appealing to the Chief Justice, calling on the President to prosecute, and at the end of the day,
and go see say.
Oh, now the TVB and the Kusi.
Oh, am I? Coinim
I don't know maybe a free bar.
No, me say on one person him said, "What's it? Why you popular?" And I'm saying for the wrong reasons. Some madam for don't know.
Don't say you had said something.
Madam for don't know. It's in the news for the wrong reasons. That's how I about money in a mental say why you popular. You know, get a mental say.
You got John Befro. Thompson the bomb to say.
Namiadum.
Bibi Aboko.
Bibi Aboko. Me chair no so.
You see, when people want social justice, they love the nation. That is why they do that. And
of course, I mean, I'm saying, sometimes people think, oh, if you're only buying a problem, and I say, oh, go for a crowd, and they be a mobile buying a chi. But you see, they be having make this example. Say, share a juma ye, all the pressure you do go out buying so. Still, look at the impunity in the system. So, can you imagine democracy without civil society organizations? Naka ye ja abine sa, naka they do whatever they want.
When you say impunity in the system, which impunity?
Of course, there's still a number of impunity going on. Things that you expect government to.
Oh, sure, sir.
Yes, say we buying and maybe one bay year, and maybe you don't expect buying bay year and all those things.
Okay.
Yeah, and even ye Jumakra no. To fight corruption, there's still corruption corruption is on the rise.
Okay.
So you can imagine, say, civil society organizations in the near job buying no you could imagine what would happen. The role we play is very, very important.
What do you make of the recent issue?
I haven't really followed it really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't think. Yes, it's one of the issues that is of much concern to some of us.
Okay.
I mean, nobody's above the law.
People are blowing it too much.
Yeah, on say Nipanaka saw a controversial figure. One kasa Nenkasayemo, the public court transits and that's why I'm sure it is getting this attention.
Okay.
But if Osofo is not above the law, so Osofo could attack a police officer and also attack a journalist now. The law must deal
Take
with
its
him.
course.
There's no news in this matter.
All right. Thank you very much. Now let's talk about nation building. And we're looking at issues that has a lot of tension and trending. And Anope, Mamimra Wunchain.
Mama, let me respond to an issue, no answer.
Issue.
Let me respond. I say, who said CS or so on there? They are keeping the government on its toes.
Yes. And where comes the response?
Go to his Facebook. He's my friend on Facebook. Go and check whether what he's been writing a way of putting government on its toes. Let me read one of his Facebook posts.
Read.
Pause. I can say Ghana ranked second highest porn watching country in the world. Nigeria tops the list. Even this has been proven to be wrong.
Yes, I think.
Listen to what he wrote. When your information minister uses a whole projector, what do you expect? In reference to when A plus said, yes. This was master. This is your Facebook
so
page.
You can't take a joke.
So this is a joke.
You can't take a joke. This is just on the lighter side.
This lighter side.
But to refer to an information minister as a porn watching person, they are
not a protector.
You see,
and you are here saying,
"Sir, trying to ignite the whole conversation."
Let's not be labor on them because then we don't get to the.
I just want to say, his CSO. Yes, I don't have a problem with CSOs,
but he goes beyond
that.
But
the line of
CSO,
attack on the government.
All right, let's move on.
He's doing this to.
Let's move on. Bloomberg Moody says Ghana's economy is on the high now. Nomuhu say economy is bouncing back. The president himself has said that, but the former president thinks otherwise. He says that more the coffee that are whipping boys and Amuyisu. He's in Kumasi and Asemba Koka on say share about Kumasi businessmen a catcher and say business was booming and my Nema Basa but Tata for more chill. We are no free Muswa. The dry incident that happened and also so acquire a whole issue.
First of all, His Excellency also your call thank you tour.
Yeah.
It is his right to go for a thank you tour, although he lost an election with over 500,000 votes. It was also called thank you tour. Fine. Thank you to all. Me and Kasa the men say so thank you bia. Also ko kuma so ko share businessmen.
Also share businessmen.
So in him 19 is known to everybody. Odu kuma so ko adura. Ofiri ho ba asanwase. Ofi ono ko share NDC for. Which businessmen did he talk to?
I say closed door.
Which door? Where?
The communication officer of NDC Ashanti region say Nan can itinerary on a Kumasi businessmen and a request no chair.
Which closed door? When I mean on itinerary, no. Yeah, so ko share businessmen bia. The Moody's ne other rating agencies na canon. Clearly shows you say His Excellency John Mahama, he's not on a thank you tour. Or igniting the base for his comeback. It's as simple as that. Because the two issues are totally different, at variant. All the international rating agencies, and I'm on the Finance Committee of Parliament. Economics, finance, a subject, it leaves less room for subjective opinions. And yes, sociology and any subject, what is your opinion on what's your opinion? Because all over the world, you're trying to measure the health of an economy. A standard. And to say Moody's for Omoka say
and Standard and Poor.
Yes, Omoka say the economy is bouncing back. It's based on the figures. It's as simple as that. Statistical Service just last week, release second quarter, you are growing by 3.9%. First quarter it was 3.4. Second quarter 3.9. So yes, activities in Ghana have started jumping. It is good news for all of us as Ghanaians. I said o compare even Bank of Ghana activity index. I compare quarter by quarter.
Yeah.
Last year, the end this year. Last year, this time around, we're growing at negative. So if by now, yet may move at 3%, go to the port. We read the Bank of Ghana reports. Activities at the port has tripled as compared to last year. Induced baby but compare with the COVID time, there's an improvement. It's good for all of us. Empire so it will trickle down onto the ordinary Ghanaian. Cement, although prices are costly, the amount of tons purchased has gone up. Auto cement tons no cost. Ultimately, it translates into construction. When we say most of Ghanaians, so construction, Skabakrum. So it's not surprising. Say all the international rating agencies are saying say Ghana is on a trajectory, positive one. Now even the president, your finance committee, you're surprised at the way the rapid nature of it. You're bonfire. Say it will keep like that till the end of the year. Madam, you're confident. Say by the end of the year. In fact, Yamaya say by 2023, 2024. I say back to the Fiscal Responsibility Act. Your deficit has to be between 5%. You see, there because of COVID-19, you're suspending, and you're gradually will come back. I'm happy. Say all the international rating agencies are saying something totally different from His Excellency. As for Ejura, in the campaign, doing it. There was nothing wrong. So but during that era, during that tour, say the medical superintendent has been transferred. Now Ojidi said because of testify against government in your transfer, it's becoming very clear based on the information. The letter for the transfer by before the dry incident. The letter for the transfer by a crowd before the dry incident.
That was 14th.
The doctor himself requested say, "Yeah, man, the time because papa baby, no see any papa and son wako, and son assembly in everybody." So my advice to the former president, on to say, Mr. Thompson, and now me as a member of parliament, his stature no edu baby assembly will be can. So we say we will put it to very strict scrutiny, especially when he wants to come back. And to say, "Oh, yeah, former president." Now so could make this statement. I will insinuate say Abayin after that transfer because he testified against government. Not just some few hours after you've said this. A very clear say the man himself and the transfer the crowd by before the incident. Now one can say you put yourself in a certain light. And I would advise him. Maybe baby I made the best I can do is to advise him. I can only sit here and say message on man statement and a guarded kakra. Or con it torn some of the utterances do or die and some elections are won at the polling station. Interesting. Hey, why assemblyman? Where the vice president? Where the MP? What elections for essing will be our Ghana? I think when we say elections are won at the polling station. Now election been into a polling station. Every election is conducted at the polling station. National election in a polling station result near the court to tabulate. That's all. And so if a friend His Excellency who say election are won at the polling station, yeah, well, I don't know. In fact, I read somewhere say or call court to soften the temper of the supporters.
Read from where?
Oh, on one of the websites. When I go off, I will show it to you. Say he went to court to soften the nana tension war baby. Really? Court oh, Messi, I'll get it for you. Court nana demonstration. In fact, he was being referred as His Excellency during their press conference. And I just think that he should unshare the utterances. As for so thank you to there. And he's allowed, he's at liberty to do it. But only very careful. Do or die, I feel his explanation say Yanko school. You need idiomatic expressions. Well, fine. Sagana for Yanko school. That's it. But between the two presidents, Sagana for Yanko school, when you had the opportunity to be president for 8 years, Ghana for Yanko school, what did you do in that area? Another president, was Ghana for Yabon, he gave us free education. So Ghana for in 2024, and we'll make a decision on the basis of the contradictions now on no man and the performance of this government. That's all I can say.
All right. Maakye Thompson, when you share Moody, Standard & Poor, you hear Fitch rating B3, Ghana is bouncing back. Is that what you see on the ground? There who no form no sanity.
That's it. You see, the economics said the honorable where they can allude to it's a very technical area. It leaves very little room for subjective opinions. It's true. And economy, and so there is one of the key areas of the governance system. And over time, politicians a number of cautions to say our education, our healthcare, the economy, the energy sector, memfa amanyosem. What the amanyosem, it will expose you.
Okay.
You see, what the current government is suffering from is, you know, it's a dose of their own medicine to just exactly. You see, when they were in opposition, they made so much noise about the economy. And we saw a number of lectures conducted by Dr. Baumia about all kind of economy and all my figures.
But
I'm trying, you know.
Yes, anyway, try. Your try is not enough. Anyway, let's go. I want you to flow so feel comfortable.
Almost conducted a number of lectures. Actually, the problems with the economy, how do we going to fix it? And the Ghana for a tier nobody to me prior to 2016 now. The then NDC government saw touted issues of, you know, single digit inflation, issues of economic growth, interest rate, or what have you know. The response of these people in government then was, economic indicators, no, the real situation is in the pocket of the people. Our form. Uko Joma, Dokono boy saying, Mokai Dr. Baumia Kujina Makola, ko fa kinki, biso, Mamma for say, kinki, Dokono. Namoton is saying, and Namoton is saying that is the economy. And they are forgotten about the realities of the people, and they are touting economic growth. Yes, they say economic has grown, growth rate of about 3%. So we are all jumping. But these are the people who told us we don't eat economic figures. Omo na catch you say inflation yendi, growth rate yendi, GDP yendi. Ye di eye the sika won kofo bottom. Enti ene if you want to measure the progress of the economy, where do you go again? Do you go and list the same economic indicators Moka say yendi no as evidence that the economy is doing well? There be. Let's go to the people on the ground. Omo bottom to saying. Go for bottom to say, and I'm sure that Ghana for Mutiye knows how how they feel in their pocket. You see, the problem we're confronted with. Say ye nyai sa manyosem ene bibia ye pese ye defend it, bibia ye pese ye criticize it. Now you take the economy very, very seriously. Now you build the foundation for a strong economy that will propel this country for economic development. We'll go around in circles. Because the same way NDC for so at your opposition, AEDD, Samri, criticize say the situation is in the pocket. No. It's the same way most people will come and talk about economic indicators. You see, sometimes
it's becoming a vicious cycle.
Yes. I mean, it's just a wasteful cycle. And I am looking for a government who is going to be bold enough to admit, say, we have a fundamental problem. Your problem or economy. You see, when President Akufo-Addo was in opposition, one of the things he alluded to strongly was the fact that the economy was an import-dependent economy. And what they were going to do when they come to power was to shift the focus of the economy from an import-dependent economy, which relied mostly on taxes, to a production economy. What has happened to that promise? What are we producing in this country now?
Isn't it the reason for the one district, one factory?
I produce a one district, one factory na produce. Commodity ben na produce. Nkofodo do say na for more juma. Okay? How much revenue in terms of taxes has the one district, one factory produced for the government? Okay? One district, one factory enclaves. Now, a number of these companies are owned by foreigners. Factory ben abayesi. Abayin tira in factory back or say we me.
Oh, any starting for CB, like wholly owned by.
Me say
private.
Me say 4 years in Abayin factory betempo. If you it's the same thing with the planning for food and jobs.
Now, was the idea to build factories by government and say private?
You see, again, you see, sometimes I'm not for a your mama kwa mama dada too much. You see, what's same? You know where all the raw materials in this country are sited. What's I say? Oko no for you tools. Oko ha a cocoa. Oko ha see. And you are going to do what we call, a proper mapping of our raw materials, where each of them is situated in each district, and site the factories there.
Okay.
What's I say? Enti ene onenam na obi esi ni factory bi a wo ye na all the signboard akobo ho say one district one factory. What is your contribution to that factory? Say we ko Kumasi na Kasapreko distillery esi ho ye wo me na factory da so si wo. Ade team sorry me say ya Boakye ho the one factory one district one factory signboard abo ho. What new job have you created there? What investment have you made there? That investment now, does it belong to government? And most of the even our free zones enclave all infiltrated by foreigners, Indians, Lebanese, when they get this money, we are not even able to say enforce profit repatriation laws. And Sikani being put on Manumpa and Kenya. All these factories are one factory above. At the end of the year, because they are foreign owned, they repatriate 100% of their profit back to their countries. At the end of the day, that comes to further put pressure on your currency. What's that? You see, managing economy is not about sloganeering. And yet, say, with the Yanka Bibia, about Tonko Food Trimu, one district, one factory, and easy to say. And yet, that's not what we want. We want practical measures. Shenano International Conference Center. Shen mofra a school a board don't pay more pay juma. Look, I mean the stampede, the so na glass a pie to trebi. It was a very bizarre sight to behold. You see, up to date, maintain a bayano asem on that incident. Share the various recruitment centers for the various security agencies. Share queue. A bit is a honey kanishi. Long queues. These are Mabuno, our energetic, youthful population. We are not putting them to work. In Joba, and a factory district be a Wesi factory at 260 districts. If be a Wesi factory back or you get this number of people still on the streets? And so these things are sometimes because these are people opposition. They gave all the fantastic solutions to economic problem. Then they did to me Dr. Baumia he's become like a comedian.
That is quite a harsh word.
No, I'm just describing what he is. Yes.
No, I don't think it is fair.
Let me tell you. If I meet Dr. Baumia today, the first thing I'll tell him that His Excellency, you are becoming like a comedian in this country, an economic comedian in this country. I'll tell him, if I meet Dr. Baumia today, I'll tell him. You see, Dr. Baumia, I'll tell him straight to his face. I'm not joking. And I'm looking for that opportunity. Recently, Dr. Baumia was at University of Cape Coast to give a lecture on the economy, and he made some ridiculous economic theories, and I'm like, really? And you see, anytime I get opportunity to speak, I say, if Dr. Baumia has any hope of becoming president of this country, he should stop talking about economics. There are certain things that you wait smart Dr. Gideon Maakye, because and then we can deal with them at their level. But when you reduce yourself to some of this level, you force some of us to speak straight to your face that look, this is not what we expect from you, Mr. Vice President. Right. As a chairman of the economic management team, as a former deputy governor of the central bank, who have garnered so much experience given so much lectures on economics in this country, proposed fantastic economic theories in this country, and today you have access to power to fix the problem, to change the focus of the economy, to reduce the leakages and the wastages in the system, to create jobs for our team young people, and you become like you've turned all these things into economic theatricals.
All right,
this is unacceptable.
It's unacceptable.
Boss, Oba studio no, also a CSO, and I told you say the style of CSO no is different. He sits on a national platform. Kessben. We are being watched all over the world. He calls the sitting vice president
an economic comedian.
A comedian.
An economic comedian.
Please. Okay, something I'm here.
Yeah.
My dean I'm here. You call
but
this,
the issue.
please.
Please. Allow him,
please.
Because
let me speak.
I drew your attention to it.
Let me speak.
It is a harsh
please,
word.
Let
but
me
you
speak.
said
No,
if you meet him,
let
today,
me
you
speak,
say that.
please.
So
let's
allow him. I don't want you to interrupt.
You refer to the sitting vice president of this country, say, or a comedian.
Isn't he? He is.
I think this I will not allow this thing to go. I will please ask. Please, I will ask Thompson if you can withdraw this. I'll be happy. That way,
listen.
Retract the.
Don't worry, it's all. He will not.
Something.
He's even saying, don't worry about it.
No.
Oh.
No, because
I will deal with it. Don't worry.
No, because it will also give room and a Pandora's door will be open for certain words to be uttered that I'm not comfortable.
Oh, I'll deal with it.
You
Thompson.
You see,
retract it. It is unsavory to refer
to the vice president
as a comedian.
You see,
no, it was after I've said it's a harsh word that you said.
Hold on.
You are adding up economic comedian.
Hold on. Let's hold on. If you listen to me,
can you just retract?
Hold on. If you listen to me carefully, what I said was that when the vice president talks, okay.
If you retract, will something happen? Nothing will happen.
No, because I still stand by what I said.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Oba Kessben, national platform, OBATA, he refers to the vice president of this country, so or a comedian. Then he goes back to say, or a CSO, and the Jumane say he has to put the government on its toes, but refers to the vice president. I'm talking about the second most important person in Ghana as a comedian. That's fine, no problem. I am just hoping, say, he will have the balls, to accept when we also use the same language to him and his CSO.
Oh, I don't have a problem.
Please,
I don't have a problem.
Please.
I don't have a problem.
Go ahead.
Please. I don't have a problem. You can use any word. I don't have a problem.
Don't interact. Let's
I don't have a problem.
If the vice president we have now, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, is a comedian, everybody knows. 92.9. So what's here? Papa your TSC American is a CA. Not so afraid Dr. Bawumia comedian. That is very rich. Papa your American Thompson. Oh Thompson, you have the balls to call the vice president so or a comedian. Permission and as a different person. Really? I'll come to that later. He talks about 1D, 1F. Clearly, no, his understanding of the concept is very low. Until the whole and we read a manifesto, no. I'm not sure we read it. Abai say in conjunction with the private sector. So there's nothing wrong. Say factories belongs to private people. There's nothing wrong with that. Abai when the contribution away in Tina yamo tax exemptions for a period. Sikan kawde machine ni bana obetua beba aban ho no. Aban say sa kana mafa. That is government's contribution. He sits here to say Aban si factory. But when I come to Aban si factory, did our manifesto tell you say Aban si factory? Let me tell you something. Just some few weeks ago, President Okoto or North. Me sure say you remember the Savuluku rice factory.
That's right.
It belongs to a Ghanaian. Yeah. Okay. Where the Africa Tomato factory, don't fete. Yeah. It belongs to a Ghanaian. And yet all the factories they belong to foreigners. So you should get his facts right. Not all the factories belong to foreigners. In any case.
Thompson.
No, but he's quoting me wrong. I didn't say, or did I say all the factories are for foreigners?
He said most of the factories
Yes.
are.
So what about two?
And he said not all. So
Yeah.
he's also on the right path. Let's
So he shouldn't misquote.
But you should have, when you were speaking, I sat here. You even insulted the vice president.
Oh, honorable.
But I just sat here and watched you.
Honorable, continue.
Please, so allow me to speak. Just allow me to
You
speak.
see, we have fewer time to.
Allow me to speak. Allow me to speak.
Go ahead.
And Maker said his understanding of the concept is different. Abayanka said no about basic factories. Also, with the help of the private sector, you basic factories. And I am so happy. Within a space of 1 month, President Ako commissioned close to about 6 factories. That for me gives me some comfort. Factories now, President Ayen, go and check. Even the tomato factory, about 2,500 people will be involved indirectly. As at now, 158 directly involved. They are working. And to know say Aban is not creating any job, don't fit the phone, they are listening. Savlugu for they are listening. Okoti, they are listening. And then Dr. Baumia, a comedian, under his leadership as the economic management team. Me sure say now we have a Toyota assembling plant here. Yeah. We have a VW assembling plant in Ghana. Exactly. Thank you. And you know, you can sit here and call him a comedian, no problem. Oh, he is focused. The government is focused. Or more formal. They are seeing what is going on. They are seeing factories being commissioned. So there's no problem. So you should go ahead and use all kinds of invectives. As for his description of Dr. Baumia there, and you're new to us. And Papa, it's Maakye. He's not a CS. He's not a. The language you should tell you his line of argument. And look on the Facebook page. He is doing some running AV on John Boedu. I've been following him on Facebook. Utimi share that John Boedu betoho. Then he asks, is this your general secretary? This guy, this gentleman on his Facebook page. Oh. I've been following him.
You address the issue.
Please, what are issues are you talking about?
Address the economic issues.
Please. Listen. Oh boy, I'm trying to control myself.
Yeah.
Just keep quiet and let me speak. You get it? Okay, no, I was just quiet. So allow me to speak. So his rebuttal, yes, his rebuttal about said Dr. Baumia, a comedian, or hitting on some of the leading figures of our party, tells you the kind of CS Ejuma and the kind of line I too. But for us, we are happy that all the rating agencies are giving us thumbs up. It means that the government is doing something good in Tina Nyoma Air Koso. Said the aircon. I'm happy. I'm just praying. Say we'll keep to this track. By December, things will dramatically change.
Thank you very much. Thompson, I'm in 3 minutes. I'll go for a quick commercial break and come back.
You see, I think it's very important that we put some issues in the right perspective. My comment and my commentary was strictly on the economy. And I'm surprised the Honorable is reacting this way to these things, because to be honest with you, I haven't said 30% of the things I want to say. You see, some of us are very angry in the system. And our anger is not on a particular political party. Our anger in the system is for politicians. You see, politicians keep taking the people of this country for granted. They've taken the people of this country for granted for so long. So long. You see, we have a huge problem in this country. Our economy, look at this economy. An economy that cannot create jobs for its people. An economy which today you go to the market, you buy things at this price, the following day it has jumped to another price. An economy that only enriches politicians at the detriment of the poor taxpayer. And so when we go very hard on certain people, it's because we expect more from them. We expect more. And people like Dr. Baumia, for all his economic commentary in opposition, if anybody thought this was going to be his delivery, his performance in government, nobody would have given him a single vote or even a piece of their own attention. If this
say we and anka Dr. Baumia ba be we economic management na Dr. Baumia e can one some position anyway. And to think that this person wants to become president is very scary. To be honest with you, it's very, very scary. Because all opposition, you know, and no more can want some near the 2 million man in few numachi. Look at the mess in the system. Look at the mess in the system. Go to Abuso and interact with the workers. And see, businesses are suffering. It is almost difficult to become a competitive business. Businesses, the factors of production or the cost of productions, the things that affect the cost of production in this country are so high. So businesses cannot produce at competitive prices. Again, abaya so taxes a go minus so further compounding the hardship affecting the people.
So what your mommy not mean done? Why?
So let me wrap up.
Wrap up for
you
me.
See,
Quick one.
Anybody obia na wo maimu or two maimu in 2016 or tie Dr. Baumia is very disappointed, will be very disappointed at this delivery. It will expect more from him. TSN onjai kasano any concert party semino. Now you should fix the problem.
Hello. I thought probably what you said earlier. I have sat here quietly. I said there are certain things that, because if you want somebody to do more and you expect more, it should not be denigrating. And
I am not denigrating him. I'm describing the things Dr. Baumia is doing. The Dr. Baumia continue to tell you, why not be hypocritical? Are you happy that the whole vice president goes and behaves in this manner? He is the one reducing himself. He is the one reducing himself to be described in this manner.
Give me a minute. I'll be back.
President, don't even get yourself involved. If you trust your minister for local government and you trust your regional ministers, let them liaise. They will know who did better
and who did not.
And those who didn't do better, no. In the woman you maintain them. Because me, President Orkade, they should who is saying
they are
in acting capacity, and there's nowhere in our constitution. The only person who can act as a DCE is the regional minister. Apart from the regional minister, nobody can act.
You have been a regional minister before.
Nobody can act as the president. Can't even appoint an acting DCE, because if you look at the law that set up the DCE,
but that's what the president is saying.
No, maybe I don't know where he's getting that thing from. But if you listen to the argument going round, but the deals there, President can't be there. Act. Look, they can say that. Okay, look, stay on till we get a new one. That one is different from asking the person to act. Because President Akufo-Addo, he knows the law. He knows. That is the main reason why after January now, all the MMDCs there, none of them should take policy or financial decision. Why? So, yes, in Krofuna our acting, they don't have the power to spend. They don't have the power to take any policy decision. Why are they there? Why are they there? And I say, let her now fee Mami Frima Obeno. Trade this idea you are over there. Or spend the sika. Another order or ye BBR or ye gives the district a policy directions. As I say, into this no there. Is it because of my maybe behind this, like the music and dissect, because of that then for them to even that one is questionable. Because our 4 years you have a 4-year mandate, and the 4-year mandate is passed. So if the president of feel there Iba district They should just go ahead and confirm you that, hey, continue your work. I'm reappointing him. Go and meet, because...
Yeah, shall do a quick one.
Yeah.
The first letter was in 11 January.
Yeah.
From Honorable Akosua Fremop.
Yeah.
And he said, continuation of responsibility as Metropolitan, Municipal and District Chief Executive. I am directed by His Excellency the President to inform all Metropolitan, Municipal and District Chief Executives who were at post immediately before the inauguration ceremony on Thursday, 7 January, to remain at post until further notice. The directive is in accordance with Article 2433 of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. You are to take note of the provision of Section 14.5 of the President Transition Act 2012, which states that you shall not take a decision involving a policy issue. Also, you are to act in accordance with letter number that is dated 21st December, which give directives on financial commitment, recruitment, among others, which means that they were not allowed to do that. Another letter came, and this letter is 30th July 2021. Appointment as Chief Executive Officer. Okay, that is different. So the first letter, Omanhene Yaw, as you say, and this letter came to tell them, say, until further notice. But no more time, no, so ending June this year.
No, it's not all of them. You see, Intermaker there, I was making a point there. Obimu Ohwa, they appointed them, they got their approval before June. Atase. Obimu, yeah, because they were all not one back at the same time. Obimu holding after March. So April, May, no, in a wako assembly ma watu Modrabama Huenya.
That's right.
The moment you see, you can nominate, you don't use the date of nomination. You use the day election in the assembly
and it take
effect. That is why most of them, majority of them, like started work, let's say in June. Let me put it that way. So in June. So June, the 4 years is gone. That is why you the president, because you are the appointed. I will able to make this year. I also able to. I didn't say so.
Me honorable Yawson Wahumana so 1 minute. Honorable Yawson Maakye. Hello, Honorable Yawson. Hello. Only the first DC appointed in Omanhene Yaw. Omanhene call honor say wabo adwuma. Na adwuma so nani. So it looks like any wasem ko say onimomo.
So go ahead and just look. Let me tell you one thing. If you go to my area, Eko Infantiman, it's a municipality. Look, you can easily know whether the person worked or not. Go there, Kiki, continue your work. Keke Wedjuman Wanswenyi into Ketnefi, Nayan Pafu bra.
Is it that easy?
It's easy.
When look, send names.
No, it's
MPs are sending names. Are telling the president
whatever you do.
MPs are sending names. Tell the president, I can work with this, I can't work with this.
Whatever you do, you get a backlash.
Parliament has 137, 137.
Boss, I say whatever you do.
Okay, and ECOWAS etnasi ewo Ghana Hanum Omanhene and Adango. To me, no, say presidents and I'm sure TV, so no, a lot of the presidents and Jonathan and Deputy Foreign Affairs Minister in the person of Amprechum Nedin in China, just say Omakofano, a free her Jonathan Goodluck is an envoy on Munina, so ever. Represent Nigeria, nominate other countries. Inti no Omanhene no mushi ahwe kwan me faso Guinea ebetoto eniema. That's what you're watching on television. All right, Honorable Mami Ranchen. Now you wrap it up. I have 2 minutes for each other, wrapping up the program. Mami Joe.
First of all, minya call say member program no. Now I got to know of my panelists. Now I told your producer. Say, this gentleman, Meshianoda, on Asasi Radio. The same time, he used very, very strong language against the sitting first lady. The cultural producer say the language very, very high. I mean, my style of doing my politics. Nobody has a monopoly over insult. Say you did the attempt. Will be any monopoly over it. You can make your comment without insulting anybody. Your back program. Now say you disagree with the vice president. You call him a comedian. Then you get another opportunity. Then you say the vice president will behave like a concert party. Charlie, don't bring me here to embarrass me this way. This is totally unacceptable. How do you bring a panelist to call the sitting president or a comedian and say the vice president will do at a concert party? I'm a member of parliament. I might be young, but I'm not foolish. I am young, but I'm not foolish. How do you expect me to respond to this? How do you expect me to respond to this? You call the sitting vice president a comedian. You are given another opportunity. Then you repeat, say, oh, yeah, concert party. I have nothing more to say.
Thompson, what are your words? You wrap here.
Well, we also have our style, and I think that I didn't say anything wrong. I addressed the issue until he upsetted me with his defense, unacceptable defense. You asked me about what the vice president said, which I said was wrong. Look at what he said when he went to the University of Cape Coast. The vice president is saying that even though the debt to GDP ratio has gone up and Ghana's public debt stock has skyrocketed, it doesn't mean that this has had any impact on factors on businesses and the economy. This is Dr. Bawumia's theory. Now, this is the same Dr. Bawumia who in 2016 was making so much noise at our public debt stock. At that time, our public debt was 122 billion. Today, what is our public debt stock? Now we've borrowed the country off to unsustainable levels. Okay? And the vice president, instead of admitting the failures of his government, goes and engages in this ridiculous theory. You don't want us to call him out. You want us to come and sit here and say, oh, Vice President, why are you there? Some of us cannot be impressed with some of these things because you're expecting better from Dr. Bawumia. See, if Honorable is upset, he should take the message to the Vice President that, look, I met somebody on a program and he used very strong words on you because of how you've been conducting yourself. I think he should take the opportunity to go and advise the Vice President.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me apologize if any word said here has taken another twist. Honorable Collins, Domako Mensa Thompson were my panel members. My name is Omanhene Yaw. God willing, tomorrow we'll meet same time. Have a wonderful day and stay blessed. It's time for midfield action. Stay with us.